we've also, since this book, we've had another meeting, and there's going to be a couple of those small changes between 9 and 95%, but they'll be included in that program book. Everything's going well on that front. You want an update on the courthouse?
Please.
On
the new facility,
First, I just came back from out there, got floor tile going down in the corridors, the courtroom trim's going in, it's looking very, very nice. I think everyone's going to be very, very proud of these facilities. We're anticipating final inspections around end of March at the present time, and occupation of the facility around April. So everything's going good. We've had some delays because of HVAC equipment, different materials that just could not get to the site. Not the calls by the contractor or anything. They got their submission in time. It's just the way the economy is right now. The manufacturers are not producing until they get a lift, I guess. And it's just first come first. So we've had a little bit of difficulty there, had a little bit of difficulty getting stuff moved. So we put in the turn lane coming in off of Freedom Road. That's going very well. I was very surprised after going out there a while ago, the headway that they made on there. Probably should be complete, I think, in the next 2 weeks on the turn lane. So, I think we're ready to be able to go make a walk through anytime you guys want to.
When McKenzie gets back, I'll get with you, and we'll get with you and get it set up. And
I think it's getting clean enough now.
Great.
Without sun falling on you, getting dirty. So,
Good.
the jail's looking really good. And the facilities. It has about a 2-week delay. Again, HVAC, we just got emails today regarding those shift dates. Got pushed out another 3 weeks. It's just things, guys, we can't do anything about. We screen all of them. These manufacturers.
don't have to give you the.
We've got the same issues. Everyone in the state, I think, across the country is having the same issues. Get equipment, electrical equipment, things like that. So, got any questions?
Anybody got anything? Thank you, Tom. Thanks for being here.
Yes, sir.
Engineer, Judge Boone, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, and I won't take up much of your time, I appreciate it. I just wanted to make y'all aware of a couple of things. Or talk about some others. We had an annual town hall prior to COVID. We're starting our town halls back over, so we'll have that on the 23rd, 5:30 at the courthouse. It's being advertised on our Facebook. And then the 27th and the 28th of February, we're going to be meeting with our inspectors for the elections to kind of do a post on our election and make sure there's no buildings, equipment, things that need to be dealt with. We can start to work on that now, so we won't have the issues. The only other thing we've implemented since the last time I've seen you was beginning in February, anybody that ordered a tag online, if it requires a hard tag, they have to request to tell us whether or not they want it mailed to them. If they want it mailed to them, they have to agree to pay a $4 charge. That covers our postage to the point the same as we do with our normal tags. Costs us about $1.50 off of everything included, so it keeps our money the same. But they'll have to say, yes, I want to have it shipped to me. To choose not to, it'll be held there and then come pick them up. So if anybody has any questions that says, hey, that seems different, that's what we're doing.
Great. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Engineer report. Good evening.
We don't have anything under new business tonight. We have a few items under current business. The only one that requires any action is under personnel. We have, should have a memo in your agenda package. We have 2 employees that have completed their 6-month probationary period. So we're recommending permanent status for them. That's all we have.
I think that's a question for the break, so never mind. Anybody got anything for the engineer? Okay, thank you. No EMA or E911, so Ms. George, you're up.
Mr. Herb called, and he's actually out tonight, but he wanted me to let y'all know that they are starting to release an award for the hazard mitigation grants. And we have 2 right now. One is for the weather radios, and the other is the money to promote the new notification system. So he said he's hoping by the end of the week we will have heard something on that award. Alan also will not be here, he's out sick as well.
Before you move on, question. Did we ever, do you know if we ever solved the spot we were working on? Okay. We had, so one of the spots for one of the, so this is cricket, I'm sorry. one of the spots we had for the storm shelter that's in this hazard mitigation plan was a partnership with the city of Brundage.
Okay.
There was some question on where we were going to put it, and some confusion between the mayor and us and Mr. Herb.
Okay.
So we met, and that's what I was asking. The last I heard, they were shaking all of that. I just wanted to make sure.
Great. Good news.
Is that what you think it is?
The first thing under the administrator's report, under new business, is the ABC Board County levies. And that can go down to current business, but it will basically, we'll just ask y'all to keep the same rate as the state license fee. The second thing under the administrator's report, McKinsey wanted me to mention is that we have a retirement in the road department. And we have included the resignation letter in your box. I think she just asked that we forward that into the next meeting unless y'all want to do anything with that tonight. Also under current business is the Pike County Water Authority Board. And I'm not sure if y'all want to award something with that tonight or just let that forward. Okay.
I think we're gonna forward it for now.
Okay. The voting center changes.
Let me speak to that. So, a lot of you guys know, we've been working on, since the redistricting, we had at least one precinct that we went from like 300 registered voters to almost 800 because of the way things changed. But the way the census hit, we didn't have time to change precincts and do any work like that. So we have a proposal that it affects Commissioner Johnson in my districts. And we've got a proposal to create a new precinct in District 6, move portions of the Little Oak precinct in my district, and create a voting center that helps the church. And then that'll also make us move some of the southern part of the Little Oak precinct into the Henderson precinct. That's a mouthful. I've got my computer, I've got maps, so I'll show you census blocks. You've got a printout, but if you can't tell what's going on there, I've got it here where I can pull it up and talk about it. And we can look at it in the break if individually you guys want to look at it. But what we'd like to do is get,
We've talked to Alan today, even though he's ill. And we've met with the probate judge to come up with this working map and make sure he could provide poll workers and et cetera, for all of this.
yes, so the attorney and both the commissioners, both the school board members have been approached, Judge Bond. So this really is just some cleanup that we knew we were going to have to do at the end of the district meeting. It took a little while to get everything put together and get the census blocks put together. But we'd like to get approval on this tonight and move forward because creating we can move, my understanding from Mr. Allen is we can move some precinct census blocks around inside precincts, but create this voting center we got a local law. And so with the session starting in March, we gotta get started, getting everything drafted, so, I'll ask for, a vote at the regular meeting to approve this plan so that we can get it on.
Okay. Anybody got any questions about that? Okay, thank you.
Okay. Next is security services, and I have put a copy of this in your agenda. You'll see that there is a contract that is ready to be approved, and it is for unarmed and armed guards. And these would be at the current courthouse location and the new judicial complex location.
Okay.
The next thing we have is the E911 board appointments, and you'll see a letter in there as well. They need to, there's 2 positions that are expiring that all need to be filled. If y'all are ready to vote on those. The updated drug and alcohol policy. We talked about this at the last meeting, but there is a new medical marijuana law that went into effect January 1st, 2023. So we want to update that policy with the new law. If y'all want to approve that tonight, it is ready to go.
Okay.
And the last thing is the HVAC controls contract. This is strictly the annual contract for the controls. It's on the last page of your agenda, and it is ready to be voted on as well.
Okay.
Other than that, that's all I have.
Anybody got any questions? Okay, thank you. I skipped over commissioner reports on subdivision regulations. Do we have anything to discuss about that?
I think, I still want to move forward with looking at that and putting the group together. Look at, I mean, I don't think it's just us. I want to put a community group together that includes us. But due to the upcoming retirement, I like to wait and get, because that position will work heavily in that. So I think we need to try if we can to wait until we fill that position.
Okay. Anything else need to come before the commission at this time? If not, then we are adjourned with our work session, and we will have to wait until 6 p.m. for our regular meeting. Thank you.
I've got districts by precinct, but I can see.
What you need to do?
Say what I gotta say. I'll go. Yes,
Well,
yes.